Okay, so we're doing pick a pile messages for past lives. So we have 4 piles here. Take a minute to see which pile you feel most drawn to. We have rise above it, dream it, do it, have faith, and smile. So again, take a minute to choose which stone you feel most connected to. These will be past life messages with any guidance messages to help with any past life trauma or unresolved issues that you might be focusing in this life. Okay, so we're going to put these aside and we will start with the first pile here. Okay. So we have food, hunger, biblical times, and orphan. So I do feel this is one of several past lives that you may have. Pile 1, or rise above it group. I do feel that there might be some concerns with abandonment or being left behind with the orphan card here. This is in biblical times, so it's likely to be a very, very difficult time that was endured. There's also the food and hunger card here, which suggests that it's likely you could have gone days without proper nourishment. And I do feel that this is I do feel that this is something that you are trying to learn to let go. With the devil here, you might have some trouble with addictions, or maybe not even necessarily addictions. This could actually be struggle with I want to say shortage, but I feel that this is struggles maybe with food. It's possible that now you have possibly what's that word, gluttonous behavior that you put forward or that you struggle with currently. There's definitely a need to communicate and voice yourself better in this life, and I feel that also has to do with the orphan card, in the sense that perhaps you felt like you weren't being heard in previous lives, or particularly this one. If I do see that now you're focusing on things with a different perspective, and you may be getting wisdom from these times where you feel like you're getting a new sense of clarity and recognition that you need to accept things for what they are, and allow for things to flow naturally, remembering that there's always a beginning and an end here. These are messages from your spirit guide, reminding you that they are always protecting you from negativity, and again, to trust because they will always guide you in the right direction. If you have doubts or you're concerned, I feel that there needs to be some letting go of these past traumas, addictions, or way of seeing things. And that again could be in regards to feeling as if you're not enough, or feeling as if you're not being heard or you're not being seen. And then again, any struggles that you might have with this could be overeating, possibly even undereating, but more so overeating, I think, or bad habits, I guess you could say, in regards to eating. But there's definitely recognition here that you want to take a better path. But like we said, you're being reminded to allow for things to naturally flow. Okay, so that was for pile 1, the Rise Above It group. Okay, and we'll go into pile 2, which is the Dream It, Do It group. And we have Greco-Roman, Unrequited Love, and Spouse. So right away, I'm getting that there's likely a connection in your past life, in this era, that you might have felt that you were giving more than your partner. Whether this is a male or female energy, or it doesn't matter the energy, whatever you were putting forth in this relationship, you weren't receiving it back, or you weren't receiving it back at the same degree that you were giving. So I feel that in this life, I feel that, okay. So I feel that in this life, there is, you might struggle with arguments from your partners, in your relationships. It might be that there's a sense of not being good enough, or not getting what you feel is best for you. Excuse me. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, there's a possibility that all these concerns in your life are causing sleeplessness. It might be that too often you're having arguments with your spouse or your partner, or just relationships in general. Perhaps you struggle in keeping relationships or maintaining them. With the Hermit in reverse, I feel like these arguments and these concerns, the sleeplessness, has caused you to kind of withdraw. I want to take a minute to just clarify the Five of Swords here. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. For pile 2, the Dream It, Do It group. Yeah, I feel like there might be neglect here in regards to not recognizing what you have. And this, I think, is definitely part of a life lesson that you currently may need to overcome in this life. Remembering your worth, coming out of your shell, and recognizing all the blessings and all the gratitude, appreciating all the little things that you have, to avoid this mindset and these dilemmas that constantly keep on coming up recurrently in your life. So definitely take some time here. Your spirit guides are sending you signs, so do be mindful of this. And I feel like this might be more so in dreams and spirit numbers. So definitely pay attention to these signs when you do see them, or dreams when you remember certain dreams, or you have a specific feeling within a dream. Take a minute to write it down so that you can later come back and assess the dream to see how you are feeling in it and what you take away from it. You're also being reminded that not everybody is trustworthy, and you need to be reminded of this, because while you may have the best interest of others, they don't always have the best interest of yours. And this might be also in regards to the unrequited love from past life and feeling like this. So do take that in mind, but try again to focus on these blessings, on this gratitude that you have all around you. Okay, and that was for pile 2, the Dream It, Do It group. These are general messages. And we have the third pile here, which is the Have Faith group. Imprisonment and slavery. So I do feel that a past life here that was in bonds, I guess you could say. This is definitely in regards to in this present life having freedom and not being caged and being able to express love currently. You are quite a wise soul, pile 3. Oops. You're quite a wise soul. There's definitely people come to you for wisdom and for information, to get better knowledge of certain things. I feel here that you've had quite a few heartbreaks in your life, but regardless of this, it's like you're still hopeful, and you still have hope that you'll be able to find good partnerships, and it's a great to have, because you do reminisce, or you do bask in the light of friendships and unions and good relationships. And I see that you are a person of action, and you try to move forward, especially in matters of love. I feel that in this life you try to love in abundance, regardless of the struggles that you may face. Here, it's like you're always trying to make the best of certain things and maintain this foundation and build on this foundation to have the confidence to move forward, and to be creative and expressive again. With the wisdom here, I definitely feel like you're a person that always is able to give information to others when they're seeking it. And then we have here with the spirit messages, the spirit tends to send you butterflies to remind you of love. So in those moments when you see that, definitely be reminded that these are messages from spirit to maintain hope alive, despite your struggles and hard works to moving forward and obtaining these positive unions. You are capable of achieving it. You might need to ask others for help here, or you might need to not carry so much of a heavy burden. Don't carry this burden, and then old ancestral blockages need to be overcome. So I feel that perhaps this might even be in regards to the imprisonment here, being the bondage of being feeling as if you're being withheld from achieving your ultimate goals, and having these blockages and feeling like you can't achieve them, but you definitely can. You are very, very much capable of achieving these goals that you have. Again, despite the hard work, it is capable. You are someone that is taking action, trying to move forward. And don't let these heartbreaks or these old wounds affect you so much, and focus on these happy moments. So you can continue to bring wisdom to others and believe in true love. I feel like this pile is definitely one that believes in true love, perhaps because you weren't able to have it in a past life, or because there was so much blockages in your past life from being able to achieve that love, that true love, that now in this current life, this is definitely something that you're seeking. Okay, pile 3. I hope that resonates. And we'll go ahead with pile 4. Okay, so pile 4 here is the smile group, and we have persecution, lessons and blessings, vows. So I do feel that these vows are in regards to spirituality. I do feel it's more spiritual than religious, but it could definitely be both for this pile. I feel that you are somebody that was persecuted for being different. Perhaps you were somebody that relied more on nature, somebody that lived a different way, and because of that, you may have come across persecution, but you always stood true to who you are as a person. I do feel that this is part of your lesson and your blessings in this current life, and standing true in your power, recognizing that, perhaps in the past, in your previous life, you had to hide who you were, or not be as proud of your craft or your spirituality as you are in this life. In this life, there's definitely a lot more leniency when it comes to practices, when it comes to spiritual practices and things of that like. We are seeing a lot more people with the age of Aquarius coming into full bloom. So we have here the 5 of Pentacles, which to me this represents somebody that might be a little stubborn. They might fall on hard times, but I think this is in regards to your lessons and your blessings, that regardless of all the struggles that you faced in your current life, all the burdens, all the, I guess you could say, all the traumas that you've overcome in this life, you are still able to use that and proceed with confidence, to proceed as somebody who sets the pace, to stand again, to stand in your power and take from all these hardships, take your lessons and be able to teach others. I feel that in this past life you might have been somebody that taught others how to do certain things, and I do feel that in this life you're doing that more, or you're trying to do that a little bit more, or you're going to move into this type of role where you're able to bestow blessings and lessons onto other people who practice something similar as you, whether this be a specific religion or a spiritual practice. There's definitely a lot of teaching happening here. But regardless of these past hardships, Spirit wants to tell you that there's no more need to suffer. You know, you don't need to go down the same path that you did in past lives. You know, you don't need to hide yourself from who you are. You don't need to dim your light. Okay, so this is for the fourth pile, the smile group. I hope that resonates. Take care.